Hi, I'm Jim.
I'm Renda.
We are Heartiness Approach.
And we are out here in the early morning, so yep, I look a little sleepy, but here we are.
We just finished our walk and we wanted to share a few ideas with you.
We want to pay some tribute to our amazing followers, and we were inspired today by a comment from one of them. And so we want to talk about our 4 basic pillars. Number 1 is our nutrition. Nutrition is super important to us, and the gut feeds the rest of our body, and putting our gut into good shape is incredibly important. So that's our number 1. And if you know us and follow us, you know we do that.
Our number 2 is exercise. We were actually talking while we were walking is, well, why am I not getting rid of this stuff that's down under here? And you know, that's how it works. But what we recognize is that the fact that we're walking every day is fantastic. We need to, the hike we went on the other day where we really pushed ourselves was also extremely helpful. What we have to do is increase our weight bearing, our resistance exercise, but the quantity of it, meaning the frequency, the intensity, meaning just, you know, how heavy of weights are we able to do, and then the duration, being able to do it for longer. That's when it really starts to make a difference. When you can push it up to higher levels, it really builds the muscle cells and the tissues that are all related to that, which extremely important as we get a little bit more age, that we are keeping that muscle mass as big as possible. That's where the best results come for people as we're aging.
I had a little bit of an experience as we were doing that hike. The next day, Jim found himself with sore calves and some sore muscles, and I had zero. I had none. But it's because I believe I work out with my group at work, and I do additional exercises with my knees and my arms and my legs. And so by me doing those additional ones, that hike treated us differently, and I had zero soreness. It was great.
That said, I have done more exercises that have pushed my lung capacity, and so we had to slow and pause for her a few times because she didn't have the oxygen that she needed. So depending on how you're exercising, you can have a different effect, and what we learned is we both need to make some changes so that we can even do better with it.
Number 3 is our happiness, our joy, our emotional wellness, and being able to keep ourselves where we need to. I was teaching a class yesterday on depression, and we were talking about finding, not just covering it up with the drugs, which a lot of people need to do, but to find the underlying of what's causing the depression, and finding that happiness and that inner joy. Not saying snap out of it. That's not what I'm saying at all. But we have learned, as you well know, that emotional wellness is like number 1, and all 3 of these seem like they're number 1, and so that's great.
Well, they are a different leg on the 3-legged stool.
Yes, they are. Now, we have always said that those 3 legs need to have a great platform, and for us, the platform that we choose is
homesteading, no doubt about it. We have loved it since we began, and our excitement about getting back to Missouri, about our homestead there, we're beginning to do planning for that and so forth. This is going to be great. We're going to be ready this time, more ready than we were before, and we recognize that we didn't have some of the financial reserves, and we weren't able to do things the way we wanted to do them, and we're going to be ready to do that this time.
Well, we know, as you know, that life happens and things are going to happen. You're going to happen to you, it's going to happen to your animals, it's going to happen to your land, and you go into that knowing that emotionally, financially, and be ready for it. We want to encourage you. If you are getting ready to retire, if you're in your 50s, if you're in your 60s, if you're in your 70s, you're not too old. Now, it's a lot of work, so there's different options for you. What are some of the options? Woofers is something new that we're going to be learning about.
You don't know what woofers means, do you?
I don't.
Okay. It has to do with, well, you can look it up. I can't remember. It's like WWOFFERS. But it has to do with, there's an organization that people who want to learn about sustainable, organic farming and gardening, they can go volunteer to go to farms that are open to having woofers come in, and they work there. They get a place to live, they get food to eat, but they're there to work and learn.
Yeah, so
that's one of the options. But because sometimes what we need to do is way beyond our own physical ability to do that. And one thing that I'm learning also, in addition to opportunities like woofers, is you have to have the right equipment. Now, it doesn't mean you have to have a big, huge tractor, but depending on the scale of what you're going to do, depending on what you're trying to accomplish, have the right tools to get it done. And, you know, whether it's on 50 acres or 5 acres or your front yard or whatever it might be, is do your homesteading. Do what you can do. That will always be my message, is there is something you can do, do that. Work to the extent of what you're capable, what's available to you, what's within your abilities.
Don't forget about using those Future Farmers of America students who would love to come and help too on your farm. That's our quick 1, 2, 3, 4 that's important in our lives. You're never too old. You can do it. We can do it. We're excited.
Yes.
So excited.
Yes, yes. So this is all about seniors doing what they need to be doing to really be healthy, vital, and able to take care of themselves and help around them.
I want to say one more thing. One of the main reasons that we homestead is because we cannot find the food that we want at a price we can afford, even if we can find it outside. And so we choose to grow it ourselves and raise our own animals.
Yes.
You can do it too.
Thanks for watching.
Quickie, but good. Bye.